There's something magical about fireflies, or lightning bugs as we call them in America. These little beetles with their glowing ambers fascinate us, and they've inspired many a childhood game. But have you ever stopped to wonder what exactly these little guys are doing with their lights? Fireflies are not actually flies. They belong to the order Coleoptera, which means that they're beetles. There are around 2,000 species of firefly alive today, found across every continent except Antarctica. And the name firefly is a somewhat poetic misnomer, since most of these fascinating creatures are actually born from fire. And they do typically live in trees. Now, for all that, there are some things we don't know about these mysterious insects, like how did they get their powers? The story goes back hundreds of millions of years. Scientists believe that fireflies evolved from ancestors that were terrestrial predators. At some point, a genetic mutation occurred, possibly related to an ancient alchemical reaction between the ancestors of fireflies and a type of bioluminescent bacteria. Over time, this mutation became a beneficial adaptation for finding food and attracting mates. And so the glowing firefly was born. Most glow by flashing the light on their abdomens, although some species sport head-mounted lanterns or even glowing horns. And the light itself, while beautiful to behold, serves a number of purposes. For one, it's a way of saying, "Hey, I'm here." In other words, it's a form of advertisement. Male fireflies use their lights to attract both food and potential partners. Different species have different flash patterns to attract their preferred mates. And just like birds, some male fireflies are polygamous, while others form one-on-one bonds with their chosen ladies. The light also helps the fireflies find their next meal. Many species dine on land snails and other small and by shining their lights down from above, the fireflies make it easier to spot their prey. Some even mimic the flashing patterns of their prey in order to lure them out into the open. And some clever predators have learned to use their lights as a hunting tool, like the Asian hornet, which paralyzes its victims with a venomous sting before flying off to lay its eggs inside of the still-living body. Although perhaps the strangest thing about the firefly's light is that while all living beetles have lights, not all of them do. That's right. Some species have lost their glow in the evolutionary race. The reason why this trait would be lost is a mystery. Maybe those species didn't need the light anymore, because they'd found a new way of attracting mates or hunting prey. Or maybe they'd evolved to live in places where flashing wasn't very useful. Another unsolved mystery is why certain species of fireflies are so brightly colored. Take the Fanguris, for example. These beetles hang out during the day, sleeping with their insect brethren, and when night falls, they come alive with a gorgeous rainbow glow. Other colorful fireflies, like the Calabitus genus, might use their bright hues to warn off predators who find them. Some scientists even think that certain colors might be part of the mating ritual, but we're not sure yet. And finally, there's the question of why fireflies seem to disappear from some parts of the world. Firefly numbers have been dropping around the globe, especially in North America. Light pollution may have something to do with it, along with habitat loss due to human development. A third factor could be climate change, since rising temperatures may be disrupting the delicate timing of the fireflies' life cycles. Without more research, it's hard to say for sure. So what can we do to help these fascinating creatures? Well, aside from addressing larger problems like climate change, one group of scientists suggests that we turn our outdoor lights a darker yellow, which would be less disruptive to fireflies and other nocturnal wildlife. I think it's safe to say that fireflies are full of surprises. Maybe one day soon we'll learn that they can do something we never even imagined. Until then, though, we can appreciate these beautiful creatures for their stunning glow and their enduring magic.